In this video, you're going to learn how to quickly find your starting sheep on any standard map. With enough practice and proper technique, it should never take you more than 45 seconds to find those starting sheep. I started 100 games and recorded the time taken to find the sheep each time. 60% of the time, the sheep spawned within my vision. And for the remaining 40%, the longest it took to find the sheep was 38 seconds, with the average being about 18 seconds of game time. I recorded this experiment, so if you want to watch me find sheep for 25 minutes straight in one single take, then you can click the video link at the end of this video. Your starting sheep will spawn within 12 tiles of the center of your town center. This is important to remember and to visualize, since it will help you to scout more effectively. 12 tiles isn't very far at all, as you can see on these images. This means that scouting evenly a little in each direction will help you to find those sheep quickly. With that in mind, let's talk about how to do that. Your town center gives you 9 line of sight from its center. The scout has a line of sight of 4, and the sheep are at most 12 tiles away. This means that you will find your sheep 100% of the time if your scout was to do a 360 circle around your TC. The problem is that it takes about 76 seconds for your scout to complete this circle of scouting, while you need to find your sheep within half of that time. The first tip is to place your houses correctly. When building your 2 starting houses, you should put them at the edge of the fog of war so that they aid you in initial scouting. Your villagers will reveal 2 tiles of fog and cover a section of the outer ring that you need to scout. This also ensures that your villagers are already close to the edge of your line of sight in the case that you do need them for that last little bit of vision. Once the houses are placed, we're going to select the scout and move the scout in the direction away from the house builders, making sure that the vision that the scout gives is not overlapping with the vision from the town center. The scout should be aiming to uncover the largest area of the map, so take into consideration the starting point of the scout when placing your first 2 houses as well. The least overlap between what the scout sees and what the builders see is ideal. Now, as your scout goes around, if you're not finding the sheep quickly, you can take 2 additional steps. One of the house builders, either the single builder or one of the 2 builders, can aid with additional scouting by moving a couple of tiles outward and to the side. At this stage, it's important to look at your map and recognize any areas which are close to the town center that have not been uncovered yet. It's more likely that your sheep are going to be in the fog close to your town center than further away. A mistake that many people make is to send the villagers and scouts too far away. The sheep won't spawn that far out. You're wasting your time scouting areas of the map where the sheep don't spawn while leaving the area right next to your town center still in darkness. The final tip is to set your town center gather point outward to the opposite side of where your scout cavalry already is. At 25 seconds of game time, when your first villager is created, they will head out and provide that little extra vision as well. And with that, and a bit of practice, you'll be able to perfect getting those sheep back to the town center quickly and avoid any need for crisis management. So long as your sheep are under the town center by 70 seconds, you will have no idle town center time. And with the methods in this video, you should be able to find them within 45 seconds every time, leaving you plenty of time to spare. Once your sheep are found, and your villagers are scattered all over, the best way to get them back to the town center and task them to the sheep is to double click on a villager to select them all, press G or your garrison hotkey, and then click on the town center so that the villagers garrison inside. Then, set the gather point of your town center to one of the sheep once it's under the town center. And next, ungarrison the villagers from the town center so that they all take the same sheep. Thanks for watching. The next video will be all about how to lure boar properly and effectively, ensuring that it always lands under the town centre with minimal casualties. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the bell to get notified about my future uploads, and I'll see you guys next time.